going to be good. It's going to be Singlish.
Okay, hi everyone, I'm from Singapore. I'm going to talk really fast because I have a lot of things I want to say, so I'm going to give you an introduction. If anybody thinks too fast, just tell me. I'm going to talk about Singlish, but at the same time, first I want to talk more about why you should learn Asian languages, because I feel that there's a lot of focus on European languages. It's not a problem, I love European languages, but it's just saying that you guys should try. Okay, so how many of you have tried learning Asian languages before? Raise your hand.
Okay. Asian language, but it's very fucking hard.
Okay, very good. Okay, so how many of you have tried learning Asian languages and given up? Raise your hand.
I'm not giving up.
Okay, not a lot of people, very good. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is that Asian languages are actually not that difficult, but you know there are so many Asian languages. So specifically, my area of interest is Northeast Asia. So Japan, Korea, and China. Okay, so my friend here will be helping me with writing the 3 scripts, but I'll explain to you a little bit. So Chinese, Japanese, and Korean. Chinese belongs to the Singlish family. Japanese and Korean, I'm not very sure, but usually Altai or language isolates. But they're very similar, and I'll tell you how I learned them. So personally, for me, I started off with learning Mandarin because every Chinese person in Singapore has to learn Mandarin from a young age. Japanese came along as my third language, and Korean I learned by myself. But I'll show you how this is easy. Okay, let me see. Okay, so I personally speak English, Mandarin, Cantonese, Japanese, and Korean, and a little bit of many other Asian languages. And I'm half Bruneian because my mother's from Brunei. That's why I got so much exposure. And also that. Okay, so I'll give you an example. So looking at the first line, right? I know. Okay, for those of you who can read it good, but I'll read it for those. So let me just continue writing. Yeah. So, okay, when I speak to him in Singapore in English, so you can actually hear how it sounds like. Okay, so anyway, for the first line, for those of you who can read good, but I'll read it out for the rest. Okay, so the first one is in Mandarin Chinese because it's the most commonly spoken form of Chinese right now because China speaks it. So, 学生 is how it sounds like in Chinese. 学生 is how it sounds like in Japanese, and 학생 is how it sounds like in Korean. They are all the same word. Okay, all from the same root. Both borrowed by Japanese and Korean. So you see, like once you learn one of the languages, you can actually draw links with the other two. It's very much like European languages. So personally, I think that a lot of people have been asking me, should I learn which Asian language should I learn first? Because they assume that like we know all the Asian languages in the world. But then like out of those that I know, because I started with Mandarin, right? I think that it gave me a very good base foundation to learn the other two. So like for example, Mandarin only has 4 tones compared to like 9 in Cantonese, for example. So I feel that the 4 tones are actually not that difficult as showed by a lot of speakers and like my friends and everything. So you should learn Mandarin first, so you master the 4 tones and the vocabulary, because the vocabulary is really like the same. Look at Japanese, it's like the same thing. Okay, so I'll read the other 2 examples. So second example is 太阳 in Mandarin, and in Japanese it's 太陽, and in Korean it's 太陽. I hope you guys see the similarity because to me it's like oh my god, duh. Yeah, and for the last one in Mandarin it's 中国, which means China. In Japanese it's 中国, and in Korean it's 중국. Okay, so basically I don't know if this is enough examples to show you because I just decided to do this talk, so I haven't had time to think about the examples. But basically, this is an example of how similar it is. So Japanese and Korean have about possibly more than half the vocabulary or 70% of the vocabulary borrowed from China. So do learn, Chinese, any form of it is fine really, like Mandarin, Cantonese, or even like Hokkien or Hakka, because there are so many different variants and they're all very beautiful and different. And they all sound very different. So I hate it when people say that Chinese are dialects because a lot of them are actually very mutually unintelligible, and to a Mandarin speaker, I may not understand what a Hokkien speaker is saying at all. Alright, okay, so that is for these specific areas of Asian languages. You can ask me questions later. And now we're going to talk about Singlish. Okay, so come. Yeah. Okay, so come is kind of like a Singlish thing as well. It's like you repeat it to emphasize. Okay, so regarding Singlish itself, okay, so basically I classified it into la, lo, le, me, ma, me, okay? So actually we borrowed this from Cantonese if I'm not wrong. So you add it to the end of a sentence to give it meaning and expression. So basically in Singapore, most of us, okay, everybody keeps asking me, what do you speak in Singapore? How many official languages do you have? We have 4, because of the different races. So we have English, Mandarin, Chinese, Malay, and Tamil. Okay, but we all speak English as a lingua franca. If not, how are different races going to understand each other, right? So yeah, so for example, example sentence will go like that. Let's say la first, okay. Do you know how to go to Berlin? Yeah, okay, so basically, do you guys understand that? That's how it sounds like. Okay, it's very fast and it's very like cluttered together. So basically I asked, hey, do you know how to go to Berlin? And he said, it's like that one la, means it's just like that. Yeah, so the la is kind of like just, like only, duh, it's so easy, why do you not know, that kind of thing.
Like okay. Obvious.
Exactly, like emphasis as well. So law, why is this spectacles here? Yeah.
Always put that one more.
Yeah, exactly. So like it's like blaming somebody else and like saying, why are people always putting it there? I have no idea as well, but just it's just always there. So yeah, you just add that there. And then you don't even have to use proper English like grammar, you just have to like, it's like that one or like that one or then people will understand because it's just getting the meaning across. Alright, okay, so how many okay, thank you. 30 seconds. So why am I fat? I don't know leh. Yeah, okay, so leh is like example. So leh is like
Sorry, just first quick announcement from Judith. There is a little talk about how Kai learned Esperanto and won the Esperanto challenge in room 3.
Okay.
If anyone is interested. Sorry.
okay.
When?
Now in 2 minutes.
Okay, you guys can go after this. He's my
So
Asian
we'll just
friend.
finish and
Yeah.
then
Yeah, okay, yeah. My Asian friend won, okay, yeah. So anyway, so leh is like, I'm not sure. So you just add it to the end, whatever leh, I don't know leh, that kind of thing. Okay, ma is like, let's see, ma.
Give a question.
What time do I have left?
No.
Okay. shit. Okay, basically you always add like that in front. So like that one ma means it has always been done this way. Yeah, so it's just continuous. Like it's always been done this way. And the last one is meh. So it basically just means not sure. So it's just like like that meh means I'm not sure. Is that the way it's done? Can you tell me? Kind of thing. So basically that's your 2 minutes worth of what Singlish is like really. As in when you go to Singapore, you'll hear people speaking like that. Of course, in terms of pronunciation, it's very garbled and people usually don't pronounce the last consonant. But besides that, it's generally English. So if you put in effort to listen, you actually understand. Any final questions before I go?
no.
Okay, if you have any questions, you can ask me out on Facebook. Thank you very much.
Sophia?
I would actually recommend it the other way around with the Korean and Japanese instead, because Korean is a script that you can read.
Can I contend that? Can I contend that?
And then you can
What's
use
that?
vocabulary.
Can I just answer this one question?
Oh,
Can
can
we
we
work
do it
like
outside maybe? Yeah.
It's very fast. Just really, I promise. Okay, so what he says is that he recommends. I'm so sorry. He recommends that Korean is the first language you should learn. I thought so too in the past because it's the script that you can learn fastest. But only because I learned Mandarin, therefore I knew the vocabulary of Korean, and therefore I could see the links within the Korean words. If not, it would just be a bunch of circles and squares to me. So basically, I feel that that's the best way to get vocabulary first. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much. Yeah.